Hello and welcome to the Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. I'm Matt Mercer, instructor for the Pathfinder School and the founder of the Black Hat Bushcraft channel right here on YouTube. And this afternoon I have come out to a really nice spot that I frequent to come out and have little picnics and do some outdoor cooking. This is a beautiful spot. And this is really my only option today because we've had about 48 hours of rainfall, and everywhere that I normally would go to in the woods is just a swamp. And so this was the spot that I was able to get to, and I'm looking forward to spending some time here this afternoon. Of course, anytime I can get in the great outdoors and do some cooking, get some fresh air, enjoy the sun, it's a wonderful day. And so I hope you guys will stick with me, and I hope y'all will enjoy today's recipe, which is definitely something different than anything else that I've made on the Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about that recipe. Of course, if I'm cooking a new recipe, it means one of you guys will be receiving a free care package from Reliance Outfitters with all of the Pathfinder outdoor cooking gear that I use today. So let's get started and let's talk about who's going to be winning some free Pathfinder gear. All right, so today the recipe that I'm cooking up is definitely a little bit different from the normal. And when I saw this recipe, I thought it would be absolutely perfect to save for the holiday season. And of course, Christmas time is upon us. And I know a lot of you guys are fixing special foods to have in your house, little Christmas treats, things like that. And this is a perfect one for that. Ever since I was a small child, my mom has always made Christmas candies and again, little snack foods and things like that that we would enjoy at Christmas. But of course, leading up to Christmas, we would have sausage balls and cheese Krispies and fudge and just all kinds of little candies. And the whole family looks forward to my mom's treats every year. And this one is one that she's made off and on through the years, and it's always been one of my very favorites. So when I saw this recipe come through, I was super excited. And the recipe is for a no-bake fudge peanut butter oatmeal cookie. All right, and a lot of you guys will probably be very familiar with these. I know people make them all over the place, but today we're going to do it, of course, in our Pathfinder gear, and we're going to do it here in the great outdoors, which I've not done before. So today's winning recipe is submitted to us by Kurt House. Congratulations, Kurt, and I really appreciate your nice feedback that you sent in with the recipe. Kurt mentions that he would like to get into the outdoors to do cooking a little bit more, but at least he's able to tune in to Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen and enjoy what I'm doing here on the show. And so, Kurt, thank you for your recipe. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the show. And I hope that you'll enjoy seeing your recipe today being prepared on Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. And I also hope you'll enjoy your free gear coming to you from Reliance Outfitters. All right, to do our cooking today, I'm just going to be using a simple ISO Pro burner. And I'm a big fan of these stoves. They're very simple to use. And sometimes when we're not able to get out and make fire, something like this will still give you the option to get out and do some outdoor cooking. And I'm a big fan of that. So any type of stove system that works for you, I encourage that. This is something that's easy to put into a backpack or a pack basket like this and carry with you. It's not much weight, and it just again gives you an option to make quick meals out in the woods. Whenever I'm doing this, I always want to make sure that this is very tight. Make sure our regulator is closed off, and then simple as just screwing this thing onto the canister. Right, and we are ready to cook. Let's get started. All right, just before we light our stove, we're going to go ahead and add a few ingredients into our 64-ounce bush pot. And the first of those ingredients is 1/2 cup of water. I did go ahead and bring my measuring cups today because I do know that this recipe is kind of specific about the ingredients. We want to make sure we get everything in the right proportions. Next, we need 2 tablespoons of powdered milk. And of course, our very important ingredient, 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder. 1. And number 6. And of course, we need 1 3/4 cups of sugar. Spilled a little bit. It's a lot of sugar. And the last thing we need is a 1/2 cup of butter. which equals 1 full stick. Lots of butter, lots of sugar, delicious, not so healthy. Now we just need to get our stove lit, and to do that I have my HD 6 ferro rod. All right, good to go there. And with that, we'll get our bush pot in place, and we are officially cooking. Now, this is one of those recipes that's really important that we make sure to keep the ingredients moving. With all that sugar, we definitely don't want to burn it, and especially cooking on this type of a stove. It would be easy to do. Try to get that butter to start melting there. And once this stuff comes to a boil, we have to boil it for 1 minute per Kurt's recipe. And that's so that this mixture reaches the right temperature to actually set up. So when we lay our candies out, they'll actually kind of firm up. If you don't boil it long enough, or you boil it too long, sometimes it comes out crumbly. I have made that mistake once before, if I remember correctly. Give that just a few more minutes to heat up. So once this mixture comes to a boil, I'll hit the timer for 1 minute, and that'll help us to make sure we get our recipe done right. This stuff is starting to get hot fast. And all the ingredients are mixing together well, and man, does it smell good. We have 3 more ingredients we have to add in. Once this starts to boil, we'll need to add in our oatmeal. We'll need to add in our vanilla, and we'll add in our peanut butter. All right, so I've stirred my mixture really well here, and I'm going to take just a minute to measure out 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter per the recipe. I'm going to have that kind of pre-staged so that when I take my mixture here off the fire, or off the stove, I should say, I'll be ready to add in this peanut butter. So I got that. Boy, that's sample worthy right there. I do love some peanut butter. Anytime you're cooking something with a lot of sugar in it like this, you've got to keep it moving or else it'll burn. Especially in a thin pot like this. It would be very easy to scorch this stuff on the bottom of the pot. Wanted to try to give you guys a little bit better view of what's going on here in our bush pot. I've got this stove turned just about as low as I can get it. You see that stuff starting to bubble just barely. This stuff smells so delicious. So I guess this stuff is technically called a cookie, but to me it's really more like candy, chocolate candy in a way. I guess it's debatable. Did I mention that this stuff smells good? Wow, really makes me hungry for chocolate. All right, so we're starting to get our bubbling right now. That's the first of our boil. I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. Set that aside. We need 3 cups of oats. So this is a 1/2 cup that I've got here. So that's 1 cup. Three cups. All right, and I'm going to add in our peanut butter here as best I can. This is just a stainless spoon out of my Pathfinder utensil kit. Thing always seems to make it into whatever I'm cooking. It always seems to become a valuable tool. All right, set that aside and let's get this stuff all mixed up. This is one of those recipes that you kind of have to go ahead and jump on it, get everything mixed up pretty quick so you can lay it out. We're going to lay out some parchment paper here on the table, and that's what we'll set our cookies on to dry. And before I forget, I want to make sure to go ahead and add in a dash of this vanilla. And that's an optional ingredient, but I really love the flavor it adds. Just a little dab. So this stuff is looking good. What we'll do is get our parchment paper laid out here on the picnic table, and we'll get these cookies laid out. By the way, do you have a favorite recipe that you like to enjoy when you're recreating in the great outdoors or spending time in camp? If so, go ahead and submit that recipe to the email address listed down below. And that'll get your recipe entered into our data bank of recipes that I pull from each time I come out to film a new episode of Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. I look at this as a win-win. One, it's a chance for you to win free Pathfinder cooking gear from Reliance Outfitters, and it's a chance for me to enjoy your favorite recipes right out here on our show. So don't wait. Go ahead and submit your recipes to that email address today. All right, so we got us a nice place laid out here to put our cookies on. As you can see, the stuff is all mixed up good. We're gonna use our stainless spoon to lay out some cookies. I'm gonna try not to make them too messy. That might be my biggest challenge. It's a little easier in a kitchen, it seems like. But it don't have to be perfect, it just has to taste good, right? At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with that. All right, so we've got all of our fudge oatmeal peanut butter cookies laid out here on parchment paper. Boy, don't they look delicious. This is definitely not something I've done in the woods before, and I don't know why. These things look fantastic. We just got to wait a few minutes for them to set up, and it'll be time to eat. So with these no-bake cookies, we have to let them sit for just a little while, cool off, and kind of set up, get firm. But in the meantime, there's some residue left in the bush pot, and I'm going to keep myself busy with that. Whenever my mom was cooking this kind of stuff in the kitchen, I always loved licking the beaters, cleaning out the bowl. One of the best parts. And it's no different on Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. All right, so now that I've got some water heated up, I can put our stove away. I'm gonna fix myself a nice cup of coffee, and I'm not a big fan of instant coffee, but when I do use instant coffee, Capico's the one. It's kind of like the official instant coffee of the Pathfinder school, at least amongst the instructors. Nice cold afternoon, nice sweet treat, and some good coffee to go with it. Can't beat that. Well, now this is not a traditional meal reveal, but this is a delicious, sweet treat to have out here in the great outdoors on a cold afternoon. These delicious fudge, peanut butter, oatmeal cookies. They're gonna go down proper with a delicious cup of hot coffee. right here in the great outdoors. It just doesn't get better than this. Great way to celebrate the holiday season coming in, and I can't wait to give these the official taste test. Well, as you guys can see, the table is set nicely, and this isn't really eating a meal, but I am going to take just a minute to say thanks for the many blessings that I have personally, and also the many blessings that Self-Reliance Outfitter has had with another great year of business and having the opportunity to serve you guys in the woodsman community. So I know from not just myself, but all of those who work at Self-Reliance Outfitters and from the Pathfinder School, we truly appreciate each one of you guys. We appreciate your support on these videos, your support in purchasing the products, those that come to the classes. The school and the business will be nothing without you guys. So thank you. We truly appreciate each one, and we hope that you'll stick around for a very exciting 2025. All right, let's have the official taste test. And here we go, a nice close-up, because of course you guys have to have a bite. I wished I could do that. I wish you could officially have a bite, but of course I'm more than happy to take a bite for you guys. Every time I taste these things, it takes me right back to being like 5 years old. That excitement that you have when Christmas is coming, and it seems like it takes forever for it to get here. Of course, now as an adult, it seems like it just finished and it's already time again. But it never gets old, and these things never get old. Man, they're delicious. I love these things, and I know my family's going to enjoy seeing me come in the door with a whole box full. So Kurt, I'd like to say once more, thank you for sending in this recipe. It was absolutely perfect for today's video, and again, for us to celebrate what I guess is officially a holiday episode of Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. I'm really enjoying filming season 2. I'm really excited that we're having a good reception to that, and I'm looking forward to many more episodes to come in season 2. I hope you guys will stick with us. You'll continue to watch the videos, and most importantly, I hope you'll continue to send your recipes, because it's always good to have new recipes, fresh ideas coming in. That kind of helps inspire me, so that when I come out in the woods, I can cook up something new. And of course, every time I cook up something new, somebody gets something free, and I always enjoy that part of the show. I love for us to be able to give back to those who watch us and support us at Self-Reliance Outfitters. All right, so I'm not going to keep torching you guys sitting here eating delicious chocolate, peanut butter, oatmeal cookies in the woods. Or maybe I am. But I do want to take just a minute to thank you guys once again and wish you all very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from all of us at Self-Reliance Outfitters. We wish you and your family a very blessed holiday season, and we look forward again to an exciting 2025 with many new things to come, including episodes of Pathfinder Outdoor Kitchen. You guys take care, be safe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care, guys. Now I'm just going to keep eating. So I realized I had been so busy eating and talking that I didn't even drink my coffee. That's the perfect way to chase these things down. Cheers. Merry Christmas, guys.